Hello, friend. Mormo here. Today I'm reviewing Death Wish 4, The Crackdown, which I watched on Max, on which I watched through Prime Video, and Death Wish 4 obviously is part 4 in a franchise, and it's the direct sequel to Death Wish 3, which is probably one of my all-time favorite movies. And this one was pretty good. It doesn't match up to part 3. It wasn't nearly as fun as part 3. It's the story of an architect who becomes a vigilante. And Death Wish is really like the ultimate right wing fantasy where you're like this older guy and it seems like the world just keeps getting worse and worse. And it's not a good place for good people like you anymore. And everybody's bad, everybody's corrupt. So you just start blasting people with all your guns and stuff. And I'll never own a gun personally, but even I can like understand the thrill of the vigilante and just blowing away bad guys, making bad guys turn against each other. And in this one, our hero Charles Bronson, the character's name is Paul Kersey. He lives in Los Angeles and he's dating a woman who has a college-age daughter. And the college-age daughter dies of a crack overdose or a cocaine overdose. I wasn't really sure if it was crack or cocaine she was doing. But anyways, she dies, and then the next day, Charles Bronson blows away the dealer, the drug dealer, and then he's contacted by this rich guy who says that his daughter was also killed by a cocaine overdose, and he wants Charles Bronson to work for him. He'll supply all of the guns and all of the information, and then Charles Bronson just kills everybody. And so there's like two gangs that control all of the cocaine in Los Angeles, and Charles Bronson is just picking off members of each gang, trying to start a gang war. It all escalates in a gang war in an oil field. There's also a great scene in a fish cannery where they're smuggling cocaine through fish. And Charles Bronson takes out all of the dealers and stuff and explodes a big bomb. In the fish cannery, and he's just blowing people up, and then it turns out, well, I don't want to give it away because you actually should watch this if you have Max, or what they used to call HBO. Now they just call it Max, which is so, I still think it's really stupid that they did that. But it's a really great movie. It all, like the climax is in a roller rink, and there's a great scene of a big shootout in the arcade, and like old arcade machines getting all shot up and stuff. It's just awesome. It's an awesome movie. And Charles Bronson looks pretty good. The only dumb thing about this movie is people can get one punch and then they're knocked out. That happens like 3 times in this movie, where Charles Bronson throws one punch and then they just drop to the floor knocked out. And I don't know if that's all that realistic or not. But I thought it seemed a little weak in the movie. But anyways, definitely check it out. It's a great movie. For sure, check out Death Wish 3, which is even better. But definitely check out Death Wish 4, The Crackdown. There's also a scene in a porno shop, which is pretty fun. And definitely check it out. And thanks so much.